There was a time when games weren't just about grinding away. We were forging friendships through epic raids, trading items in busy marketplaces, or discovering rare items, experiencing the adrenaline rush of a big boss battle where teamwork and strategy made all the difference. Living in the shadow of the past with only memories of what was once engaging, where playing was also a social experience, where alliances were formed, creating stories we will reminisce about today. But wait, what if I told you that there's a whole new world of new and exciting adventures just waiting to break that boredom? Isn't it time to trade those nostalgia filled memories for something that actually gets your heart racing? Gather all your friends and join in this amazing universe of immersive visuals and captivating stories that will transport you to another realm. Shed the old appearance and explore this beautiful world that promises to amaze. Shatter the mirrors of the past and let's dive into the future and experience the most beautiful game I have ever seen so far. This is the world of Jade Dynasty, a stunning, eye-catching gaming universe that deserves a closer look. This MMORPG showcases stunning graphics powered by Unreal Engine 5.5, which elevates the visual experience to incredible heights. With meticulously crafted landscapes, dynamic weather systems, and fluid character animations, players are immersed in a breathtaking world that feels alive. The level of detail in all types of environments, from lush forests to gorgeous cities, enhances the exploration and helps set the stage for epic adventures. With the help of a unique blend of realistic and stylized art, character models are intricately designed, featuring detailed armor, flowing garments, and expressive animations. The skill effects and flight animations are particularly striking, showcasing lifelike fluidity during exploration. This universe is crafted with innovative design, cultural richness, and emotional depth, creating a game that players long to return to. Now let's talk about classes. On the game page, they each come with unique descriptions, so let's check them out one by one. At first, we have the elegant white-robed King of the Clouds that uses a sword as a weapon, manipulating it to attack single or group target from a distance. This long-range DPS uses a fly sword to harness lightning and can do single target or AoE damage. Next we have the bloodthirsty, arrogant, and unruly Demon King that can be both a DPS and a tank. The weapons can be switched between a broadsword that has rich defense and damage reduction mechanism and double swords, flexible, attack focused, and fully reliant on combos to produce continuous damage. So far, for the time being, this is the only tank that is known in the game, but we never know what the future holds. Up next, we have a cute paradox called Lingxi, a mage who manipulates water and spirit fish to provide healing for her teammates. This mage can also use torrents or drive spirit fish to cause damage to enemies. With her water control, she nourishes all her allies or provides consistent damage. Stunning abilities and the possibility to turn into a fish herself and evade, she is the only healer at the time. Up next, we have the cold light of the moon poured into a blade accompanied by shadow clones of pure unpredictable evil, an assassin with high mobility and high burst damage. Their flexibility is a delight through the battlefield and can quickly approach the target once they lock on. Good at launching frequent attacks in a short period of time and ending the opponent in an instant. Last but not least, the Fire Mage uses flames to cause damage and rely on their own powerful burst and ultra-long casting distance to bombard with spells. This majestic character has damage divided into instant skills and the ones that stack. Some skills can increase the critical hit rate and can be stacked in multiple layers. All these classes do not have gender lock except for the healer class where you can only choose stature, but for the rest you can pick between male and female. Luckily for us, this game runs on basic foundation of MMOs, support, damage, and tank that can be very satisfying in dungeons and raids. And speaking of dungeons and raids, let's dive into the combat mechanics. The game has different group activities like world bosses and events, but for now, let's just stick with the dungeons. The groups can be formed in 5, 10, and 20 members depending on the difficulty. And here we can see the tank DPS support formation show its utility. For those seeking teamwork and strategy, the game features a variety of raids and dungeons that require coordination and skill. Players can join forces to conquer challenging bosses and unlock powerful loot. Each dungeon is presented unique challenges and lore that deepen the player's understanding of the game world. Raid mechanics are innovative and designed to provide a thrilling experience whether you're a new player or a seasoned veteran. In the world of Jade Dynasty, dungeons and raids are intricately designed to reflect the rich tapestry of Chinese lore, weaving together elements of mythology, history, and fantasy. Each dungeon is imbued with stunning visuals that capture the essence of traditional Chinese landscape, featuring majestic mountains, tranquil rivers, and ancient temples, often inhabited by mystical creatures and deities. The complexity of these dungeons is notable, demanding a blend of strategy, skill, and coordination among players. Each encounter challenges the group with unique mechanics requiring players to adapt their tactics and respond to environmental cues. Boss fights often involve intricate patterns and phases where understanding the lore can give insights into the strengths and weaknesses of your adversaries. Teamwork is paramount in these collaborative experiences. Players must assume distinct roles, and this triad of roles ensures that each member contributes to the success of the group. As players engage in these dungeons, they not only hone their skills but also build a sense of community. Collaboration fosters friendships and alliances, encourages players to strategize and share knowledge about their roles and interactions within the game. The shared experience of overcoming challenges and unraveling the mysteries of the game's lore solidifies bonds among players, making teamwork a fundamental aspect of their journey. Emphasizing on open world design, players can explore vast territories at their own pace, encountering both challenges, foes, and allies along the way. The combat system follows martial arts, following a fluid and dynamic fighting style, whether mastering intricate combos or chaining together powerful abilities. Players can customize their skills to fit any unique playstyle, engage in both solo adventures and collaborative encounters. As many MMOs go, the campaign unfolds through a captivating narrative that ties together various quests and characters. And speaking of campaign and lore, rumors that the game is based on the original web novel that originally had its series back in 2003, gathering a massive following, making it a staple in the Xinxia fantasy genre in the Chinese culture. And speaking of campaign and lore, the rumor is the game is based on the popular series that aired back in 2003. The romance in Jade Dynasty typically centers around themes of loyalty, sacrifice, and the complexities of love in a world filled with conflict. Characters often find themselves in forbidden relationships, navigating social hierarchies and family expectations, which add depth to their romantic interactions. The emotional stakes are heightened by the challenges they face, whether they come from rival clans, personal ambition, or supernatural forces. It will be very interesting to see if such lore finds its way into the game as well. One thing that we do know for sure, and I'll put the link in the description, is that this game will have Master Apprentice dynamics. Okay, so that being said, let's move on to more fun things, and that is covering the basis of the PvE, PvP, and PvX. This game has it all. Basically, PvE, we talked about it, dungeon raids, monster world events, all of that stuff. In PvP, you might encounter open world PvP and battlegrounds, and of course, the PvX. Now, this game has, as I said, everything. It has crafting, fishing, housing, potion making, food making, you name it. It basically has everything. It indulges you in this immersive environment where you can basically play the MMO of your dreams exactly how you want it. And speaking of things done exactly how you want it, let's move on to the character customization of this game. It is vibrant and intricate and allows players to create unique avatars that reflect their personal style and preferences. In the enchanting game of World of Jade Dynasty, the characters are a true masterpiece of beauty and realism. The facial features are exquisitely crafted, each detail adding to their charm. Players can customize their characters with a vast array of options, from choosing hair color that ranges from subtle hues to vibrant shades, to selecting eye colors that sparkle with life. The textures of the characters are so lifelike, every moment feels like a work of art. What truly sets the world of the Jade Dynasty apart is the ability to paint every part of the clothing, allowing for endless possibilities in creating a unique look. Additionally, players can adorn their characters with trinkets like ears and tails, adding a touch of whimsy to their appearances. For those who love to stand out, the game offers cosmetics that can be obtained through shops or special events, enabling players to further customize their characters. Another cool and unique feature that was added to this game is that at the end, a very important match, let's say a PvP match or a raid or a dungeon, the player who does the best in the game, like I don't know what that means yet, will get a highlight shown for the rest of the team. That's right, people can now purchase highlights that make them flaunt in front of other people, showing off all their cosmetics and their incredible stats. And how can we forget about the amazing mounts that this game has to offer, from majestic dragons that you can ride to flying swords. Each one is a symbol of power and beauty that players can ride into the skies. And this game has many other features that we may not know about, such as the mail system, friendship bonds and ties, titles, guilds and guild trading, and many, many more. Alright, so after all of that being said and done, the question on everybody's mind is, when will it be released? Well, surprisingly, the game is already out. It is out, but it's only out in China. That is for now. So they have been announced their beta for the last couple years, and only last year in 2024, they managed to set a date. They set a date of their release just 1 week before the actual release, which is crazy. They have posted on their global account on X the exact release date, promoting their game and saying amazing things about it. At first, seeing something like this felt too good to be true. I mean, if this game is so amazing and it's released only in China, why would they actually post this on their global X account? Does that make any sense? Well, actually it does. So after looking around the post and checking people's comments and seeing questions like, when will it be released to the West? Will it ever come to the West? And stuff like that, I felt the need to do some research. And this is my story, how I gathered all this information to share with you today. So obviously just by googling World of Jade Dynasty isn't gonna find me a lot of info, besides the X post. So I decided to use Google Translate just to figure out what the name is in Chinese. And that led me to this page. So I found their Steam page by googling their Chinese name, and there I found something that was really, really surprising. They have planned a release date for Q4 2025. And another good thing that I found there is that Perfect World Games are their own publisher and developer, which means no third parties are involved. Then we're off to the next question. Will it come to the West? As I said before, I've done some research and I found some Reddit posts saying that some people found in the game some localization files that were available for many other languages than Chinese, one of them being English. So that was good news, but I couldn't really base myself upon a rumor. So I decided to look deeper. And funny enough, I didn't have to look that deep. I just had to go on YouTube. And there I found something that really put a smile on my face, and maybe it will put a smile on your face as well.
You are so powerful! Can I be your disciple?
But these artifacts are of great importance and must be handled with caution.
The Bloodlust Orb! Just like the same.
Make sure you practice what dulls the sight.
I can barely gather the letters.
So just in case you're still wondering what you just saw, this is a YouTube post posted by NVIDIA themselves promoting their new AI called Audio Two-Face, showcasing their character animations in World of Jade Dynasty. This was posted on the 8th of January, while the original post of the release was December 19. So obviously seeing that these dates were too close together, I had to do some research. And yes, this is a real thing. NVIDIA has an AI that makes the characters move their facial features according to the language that they're speaking. And maybe this shows a little insight that they actually thought about promoting this game to the West, as they actually did dubbing and made a collab with NVIDIA. Okay, so after seeing all of this, the next big question that comes to mind is when will it be released to the West? Well, that is a really good question, and to be perfectly honest with you, I have absolutely no clue. At this point, nobody really knows. Even with all my research, there isn't any evidence of a release date to the West. However, maybe based on some predictions, I could shed some light on a possible release date. Now, I have no insights whatsoever, I'm just going on a hunch. So bear with me here. Let's go to the history. So Perfect World Game is a big company and they're known for releasing their games to the West quite often. They had big planned, big time, long-term releases such as the Perfect World games and their latest one, the Tower of Fantasy. So Tower of Fantasy was quite popular when it came out and it made its way easily to Steam. Also, Perfect World Games have their own global site, they have everything. But speaking of Tower of Fantasy, this is a quite popular game. They made its way here first through their site and then released on Steam. So in China it was released on 16th of December 2021 and 9 months later it had a worldwide release in August 2022. We also see that it was released on Steam just a few months after. So based on all this recent history, I had to do more research. And by research, I mean nothing because this was just legit the end of the line. So this is what we have, this is what we're working with. The recent history of Perfect World Games and the game that they have released to the West, there was quite a big hit and made a splash. So we have Tower of Fantasy released in China on the 16th of December 2021, worldwide 11th of August 2022, just a few months later making its way to Steam. And if we compare all of this to what we know now, that World of Jade Dynasty was released in China on December 19th, could this also possibly mean that the game will have the same release date as Tower of Fantasy in August? Could that be a thing? So before we thread any further, I just want to say once more that this is a wild guess. Do I know the exact date? Nope. This is just my belief, and I know we're all aching to get into that beautiful Chinese world, but we're just gonna have to wait. While we wait, we can do something that's actually productive. We can continuously check for updates on their official X page, Perfect World Games, and see if they posted anything new, if they're ready to release this game to the West, and when. I have to disclaim this, I am not sponsored by Perfect World Games, I am not sponsored by this game. I love this game. Just out of my heart, I made this video to share with you all because it will be amazing for more people to join this game when it finally comes to the West and to have a big, nice community in this beautiful, stunning, amazing game that has won my heart for good. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. In the meantime, if there will be a big update, I will make a video about it and let you guys know.